May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Kirk Showdowns students. So without further ado, let's get started.
I wanted to clarify what I screamed earlier. I screamed the word yes. I was just really excited. But my parents immigrated here with basically no money from Vietnam.
Okay, because you said your parents were super rich from Vietnam. You screwed up my moment, man.
I know, I'm so sorry.
All right.
was just really excited.
So just to be
hear what
clear,
you
they
had to
came with almost no money from Vietnam.
Yeah, and now we
honestly, God bless your parents. They're great patriots. I'm glad
Thank you.
you're here. So
we own our own private business, and I'm a living example of why white privilege does not exist. So let me get to my point. I'm a 17-year-old high school student.
Wow.
I drove an hour over here just to see you. I'm a member of the Turning Point USA chapter at my high school, and we actually hope to get Isabel Brown there soon. So my question is whenever I try to open up controversial topics at my school, no one ever really wants to talk about it because they just don't want to. And my question is it because politics just aren't for everyone or not? And should there be a age to when people should be able to talk about and have these conversations about politics?
all ages should talk about it. Only we shouldn't lower the voting age, though.
Yeah.
That's a very bad idea. But we should not lower the voting age. But I just want to applaud you, man, for your leadership at Turning Point. And I'd say, look, just look around, though. Look how promising this. People are standing here for hours just to hear about political, philosophical debates. That's a good thing, regardless of where you approach these issues. In high school, honestly, enjoy the fact that not everyone wants to talk about politics all the time, because it's actually kind of refreshing to hear that there's still a remnant of that. But
yes and no, I would say. And I just wanted to ask, this is a bit of an extreme example, but what age should the conversation be opened up, though, through politics? Like, should 8th graders be talking or debating about abortion?
yeah, I think that probably 12 years old, let me think, 12 would be 5th or 6th grade. I think 5th or 6th grade is where politics should start to be discussed. Yeah.
Okay, and then
but not too deeply, like a surface level. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my final question is for people who are still learning and growing their minds, like me, I'm 17. What would your advice to be for people who just want to debate more? And
yeah. So debate less and read more. So you got to read at least 100 books a year. Okay? 100 books a year. If you aren't reading 100 books a year, you're not serious about your intellectual journey. You might say that's too many. You can listen to them too, right? Spend less money on booze, alcohol, drugs, and nightclubs, and more money on audiobooks.
Okay.
Your life will be better.
Okay.
Trust me. I try to be a living example of that. I try to read 100, 120 books a year. I'm always listening to stuff, always reading stuff. I don't remember it all, but I remember a fair amount of it, and it just creates you into a happier, deeper, wiser person. And the more you dedicate yourself to reading, debating will become easier.
Okay.
Wow. I think I not get where he's coming from, because I was wondering, Charlie would just sit down here and answer questions to so many people where it's because he's reading, and they said if you want to hide things from a black, put it in the book. I know it's kind of racist though, but it's there, they've been saying it since when I was a kid, if you want to hide something from black, put it in a book. And I feel like we need to break out from that ideology. We need to be reading. Charlie said read at least 100 to 120 books a year. I know I can do that, but it starts from somewhere. You can start from the first 10, 20. Before you know, you start enjoying it. You feel like, yes, that is something you want to do. That is something you love. No one was born with any secret thing. We all learn. And even if you were born with a talent, if you don't enhance that talent, the talent will die off. So if you are born and you feel like you want to be a public speaker, the best thing for you to do is to read. Because people throw questions from different angles. Sometimes you are not prepared for it. But if you are reading verse, I don't think any question would pass you without you having a knowledge or how to answer it. And I love the fact that the guy drove all the way from where he was staying just to meet Charlie, ask him questions. And I think he was so excited. I think I watched a video where Charlie was asking if you've benefited from, if you are from Asia and your parents are rich, raise up your hand. And he raised up his hand and he shouted yes. And I feel like that is it. That is kind of when you are excited to see your mentor, someone you look up to. You feel like that excitement is there. Whatever he says, you just want to agree with him. And I think that is what he's saying, and that is why he's here. That excitement is in him. And I think Asian have done a whole lot. They've been able to break out from where they are used to, and now they're doing comfortable for themselves. And I think Charlie said Asians are like the highest paid Americans because they're going to school, they are getting married when they are supposed to, and giving birth to children. They are staying in their marriage, and they are getting good quality job, because surely if you go to school, you read professional course, you're going to get a good job that will help you take care of your children. And I think that is what they are teaching their children to. Before you start having sex, or before you decide to meet a woman, you have to be ready. You have to have the financial backing. Before you even decide to start preaching marriage, you need to have a steady income, so that whatever life throws at you, you can bounce back. You can be there to take care of your family. And that is what Charlie is trying to say to the black community. He said, if you have a steady income, you have something that is bringing like good amount of money for you, you won't be seeing children outside. Outside who have low crime rates. That's the truth, because formerly in Nigeria university, we used to have a whole lot of courtism, but now it has died off completely, because now students are now looking for a way to enrich themselves, looking for a way to become entrepreneur. So no one is going to buy your ideology of causing crime or harming other students simply because you want to be a member of a court. So now everyone is thinking of how to be rich, how to have something doing for themselves before they finish, university, so that they will not go back to their family house and start looking for job. That is one thing that everyone is thinking about in Nigeria. All Nigerian youth are thinking about how to do something good for themselves. So, because we know that if we don't do it, the government is not there to help any of us. So the best thing is you find a friend that believes in your ideology, or find a friend that is industrious. You guys should just put head together and think of something that will help you and make a living. So this is a beautiful one. I love his question. I love the fact that Charlie gave him the best answer. If you want to be a good public speaker, you need to learn how to read. You need to learn how to prepare yourself. And I'm glad we have audiobook now that you can just lie down, listen to, and even sleep while listening to it. When you get back, you can rewind it to where you stop and continue. So this is really lovely. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If it is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember blessed.